The term expired had existed on the website of the National Council for Higher Education for many years and had been understood to convey the meaning that the program was due for renewal or its accreditation. However, while it was mainly left for elites who bothered to check on courses, its status changed when it was finally publicized, raising substantial concern to all and sundry.
I was doing some career guidance in a secondary school outside Kampala, and I was talking about how students should focus on excellency and also having good behaviors. One student rose and said, "What about the expired degrees?" You can imagine the students are already back in schools and therefore are aware of what is happening.
The Council has since recommended the removal of this word from its website.
Replace the word expiry with due for review.
Some of the institution leaders have appreciated the Council for taking a bold decision to admit the mistake, but also for the quick adjustment. Their only worry is that the Council's decision has caused substantial damage given the digital circulation of information. At the time, institutions are preparing to admit new learners, but the number of both local and international students is likely to be affected.
The moment you insert in your information within any search engine, put in any program you want or any university you want, so you're going to find that most programs in Uganda are expired. And what do you do as a parent or as a prospective student who was looking for an opportunity to come to Uganda to study?
We've had lots of questions from our current students, from our former students, from prospective students. We know that this was going to be a very serious deterrent. We have also received several threats from some of our former students trying to say we'll put you to task and see whether indeed the qualification you awarded me is expired, in that sense.
Their suggestion is to launch a campaign to clear the tarnished image of higher institutions in Uganda and the degrees, diplomas and certificates they award.
We need dedicated resources to really conduct a campaign. We could even say, can it even run for a full year, trying to restore the dignity of a degree that emerges from the Pearl of Africa.
It was a wake-up call. This one we know. Indeed, if programs have taken long without being reviewed, you may be out of touch with reality, with the job market, with industry, with the needs of the jobs.
On Tuesday, the National Council for Higher Education officials highlighted that institutions were responsible for delaying the process of reaccrediting courses. Institutional leaders say it is a two-way traffic.
There are also situations when we have submitted programs to National Council and it is going to take them a year or two and they are not going to respond.
We urged the National Council to hasten or to quicken the process of getting a robust, dynamic management information system that can link with the websites of the universities so that information is automatically received. For example, somebody should receive an alert if a program is due for review in a year's time.
Dr. Lawrence Muganga, the Vice-Chancellor, Victoria University, says it takes a lot in terms of money and human resources to progressively assess programs to be resubmitted for reaccreditation. Resource constraints are partly responsible for the many courses due for review.
For National Council to do a desk review of that particular one program, if it is, they would ask perhaps like something 700 to 800,000. Before you know, on one particular program, you may be charged closer to 11 million.
There is a suggestion that the National Council for Higher Education should be funding its activities without partly relying on institutions, although some institutional leaders say each institution should carry its cross.
Government can step in. Now, once government steps in, then we shall not have any excuse as higher education institutions. Now, actually, for us to not hand over or hand in or submit these programs to National Council for review, when government is facilitating the inspection, the desk review, if we don't do that, it would be criminal.
The issue of money is secondary because if there is a cost for you to do, to do a review, to invest, if you want to get something in a very good way and good quality, you have to spend some money.